great Grandma Phyllis. I love you. Bye-bye. I said bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hi, Grandma Phyllis. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma Phyllis. So my favorite memory of Grandma Phyllis is that I always heard stories about all the photos and memorabilia in Grandma's basement. And then one year we actually got to go visit and I got to see this legendary famous basement and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, I just kind of want to say that, you know, Grandma, you always impress me with how warm, kind, and welcoming you are. I've always loved hearing stories about you as a school teacher and how you raised your kids. I love receiving all of your birthday cards and well wishes, and it's just so wonderful to know that you're there, you're thinking about us and caring about all of us, and so you inspire me so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
And Grandma, there are so many memories and stories that I feel like I could share. I'll just share one, which I have a very distinct memory of you coming to visit us when we lived in the apartment on 78th Street. And I really wanted to play with you. And you would not play with me until I finished my homework. And of everyone who ever came over, you were always the strictest about making sure I did my homework first. And I probably didn't like that at the time, but now I'm grateful, and I really respect that, and I'm just so grateful for everything you've done for me and our extended family and everybody who comes in your orbit. We love you so much. Happy birthday, Grandma Phyllis.
We love you. Bye.
Hi, Phyllis. It's Barbara. I want to wish you a wonderful, happy 100th birthday, and I'll be looking for your picture on the Smucker's jar on the Today Show. I hope somebody's put it in, and they're going to ask you why and how you lived to this long and then some. So I'll be looking for you. Happy again, happy, happy. Wish I could be there in person to celebrate with you, but I'll be there in thoughts. Bye-bye.
Hi, Grandma Phyllis. I'm here in the Redwood Forest in a place called Cascade Canyon with a beautiful waterfall that has come back since the rains. Up in these redwood trees, we're here with trees that are even older than you, but nowhere near as beautiful and as wonderful. And so from the Redwood Forest, Maddie and I are wishing you a very, very, very happy birthday. We adore you. Mwah! Love, Tina, Jacob, Charlie, and Maddie. Bye.
Hello, Mrs. Marquez. We've been so fortunate to be your neighbors for 17 years, and we have so many wonderful memories with you. Our favorite is probably when you used to come over about 12 years ago, let's say, and you would sit, and Talia loved it when you came over because she was pretty sure that you came over just for play dates specifically with her, and she would sit on your lap, and she would bring all her dolls and catch up on the week, and you would have a drink with Jonathan. Great neighbor. We love you very much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Marcus.
Hi, Aunt Phyllis. It's Bonnie. I just want to say happy birthday. You know how much I love you, and I just wish you all the best. All the love, the family, and friends surround you. I have a few favorite memories. My first favorite memory is I must have been about 4 or 5 years old, and my parents were having a party for Grandpa Abe and Grandma Dora, and I was in bed, getting ready for bed, and you came upstairs and you read me a story. It's one of my earliest memories. Everything was going on in the party, but you took the time and you came upstairs and read me a story. My second most favorite memory is your honeymoon. I remember Uncle Seymour had to go home, and I got to spend the night in the honeymoon suite. I was about 12 years old, and I just loved it. We had breakfast together, and it was just an amazing time. We have had many wonderful times together. I love you, and I wish you a happy, healthy birthday.
Hi, Mom. It's me and Amy. Just want to wish you a great happy birthday and talk about your gumption and your generosity. What's really struck me about you was that right after you graduated college, and when you were barely 20, you decided to leave your home that you've known all your life and go to Washington to work for the Department of Navy and live in a boarding house. And you were so generous that you were able even to send money home to Grandpa and Grandma. I also was very moved by the story that Bill told at your 80th birthday, which I never knew about, is that when Uncle Bill was going to go off to college and he needed money to go to college, you told Grandpa, don't give me a big wedding. Use most of the money you would have used for my wedding to Dad to help Uncle Bill with his education.
Hi, Mom. What I remember is through the years how supportive you've been of my entire family and how you made it possible for us to just keep going forward. One time in particular I remember is many years ago I got sick. And one afternoon, just as I'm starting to cave in, I called you and Dad out in Woodmere. And I said, can you come here and take care of the kids because I can't? And what might have been in excess of an hour and a quarter trip without traffic, you turned into less than an hour. You guys arrived and you took over. And what I remember is that you moved in for a couple of weeks while I was sick, and the kids had breakfast every morning and they had lunch to take to school, and everybody had dinner and everybody got to their activities and everything went on very smoothly. And you made sure that Adam did his homework, and you made sure there was extra help for Max. And John, as always, you were perfect. Whoops.
Hi, Grandma. Happy birthday. 100, incredible. What an incredible life you've had, an incredible family you've made. I have so many great memories throughout my life with you. One particular that I wanted to share was when you and Grandpa came to watch us when Mom was having brain surgery. You came to New Jersey, you dropped everything for us, and it was so fun having you there. I remember that I requested that you make this custard pie for dessert, which you did for me. It was a great time. But you also always made sure I did my homework and cleaned my room. And it just showed how committed you were to us, your grandkids, and your family. And I appreciate how much you've done for this family. Happy birthday.
Hi, Grandma Phyllis. I'm so grateful that we get to share this milestone with you. Happy birthday. There are so many stories that I've heard about you, and so many things that I admire about you. Your intellect, your work ethic, your adventurous spirit, but most importantly, your devotion to your family. Though there are so many examples of this throughout your life and stories that I've heard from Adam's childhood, one of the most meaningful things for me has been to watch you develop a relationship with Samira. I'll never forget my happiness and surprise when, at the age of 98, you trekked all the way out to Brooklyn in the snow to come to her first birthday at our house. As I recall, I was feeling a little bit disappointed because we'd planned this huge party and we'd invited all our friends and all the family and everybody. And we had to cancel because, of course, the weather was terrible and we planned it for the park in March. But I remember feeling just so grateful that you were going to come and so surprised, honestly. We didn't think that you would make it all the way out. And, you know, it was such a good lesson for me because having you there with her grandparents in this small family gathering was just so much more special and intimate than I had expected the event to be. And it really taught me an important lesson about what matters most in life, which is spending time with the people that you love and attending to the relationships that matter most. You know, some months later, as Samira was learning to talk, we asked her, who loves Samira? You know, fully expecting to hear mommy or daddy. And to our shock and surprise, she said, Gigi Phyllis, which I think, you know, is really just indicative of something that you embody. And, you know, before she was even 2, Samira understood something fundamental about you, which is that you love your family and you hold them, you know, in a really important place. And I think we're all so lucky, and I'm just so grateful that we get to share that with you. Happy birthday. We love you so much.
Hi, Phyllis. I'm wishing you a super happy 100th birthday. I'm so excited for you. Wow. I wish I get to that age. Anyway, all the best. I love you. You're kind. You're wonderful. You're the best. Mwah!
Happy birthday, Phyllis.
Love you.
Love you many more. We'll see you soon. Looking forward to it. Bye.
Happy birthday, great grandma Phyllis. I love you.
Hi, Mom. On your 100th birthday, I wanted to share one of my many happy memories of you. I'm not quite sure when it was. It wasn't that long ago. We were all sitting around in the dining room, and you have this very large, bright and sunny painting hanging on the wall. And we're all sitting there, and you kind of look at the painting and you said, would you like to hear the story of this painting? I said, sure. And you start telling us how you and Seymour had just, I think, finished going to a Broadway show, and you're on your way to the train, and you were late for the train to get back home, and you just saw that painting hanging in the window. And it's large, and for one reason or another, you had to have that painting. Well, I can just imagine what was running through Seymour's mind, like, how am I going to get this painting home? So Seymour, being who he is, just went with the flow, wrapped up the painting, and he's just schlepping this giant painting down to the Long Island Railroad, get on the train. You have to switch in Jamaica. Normally you would just walk across the platform onto the connecting train, but not this day, just adding on to things. You had to climb all the way up the stairs, go across the train overpass, and back down and get on the train. And finally you get the painting home. It's hanging on the wall. And I saw it in your eyes. You just kind of turned to us in that little twinkle and you said, that's true love. That was a very happy memory for me. It made me feel warm and happy for you, and just how much you deserved to be loved like that. So I couldn't be more proud and happy and blessed to have you as my mom. I love you very much, and I hope that our birthday celebration today is one that you will cherish for another 100 years. So I love you, Mom. All the best.
Hey, Grandma. I'm calling in from Houston, Texas to wish you a very happy and howdy 100th birthday. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there in person on Sunday, but I will be there in spirit, and I will catch the 200th. You have my word. It's on my calendar now. So love you. See you soon. Happy birthday, and have a great night.
A tribute to the birthday girl and the definition of a life well lived. Aunt Phyllis, may you only enjoy good health and be surrounded by all the people that love you. One of my fondest memories, I was probably around 7 or 8 years old, and I slept over your home one evening. The next morning, I learned the beauty of Canadian bacon. It's something that stayed with me all these years. All kidding aside, Phyllis, you are the definition of beauty, smarts, and class. And it's been a pleasure to be part of your celebration today. And Lisa and I and my entire family wish you only the best. Be well.
Happy birthday, Phyllis. Just think of 100 as 10 perfect tens.
I would like to say for both of us, in all the years that we've had the pleasure of knowing you, I've watched you go through some wonderful times and some very stressful times. Fortunately, your son was my son-in-law I'm crazy about, and my entire family holds you in deep respect. I've also had the pleasure of meeting both of your stepsons, who I'm sure feel the same way about you. I've watched how you've conducted yourself, even when we had the pleasure of going to services on some of the high holidays. I've watched you struggle to go upstairs. I watched you go back and forth from Long Island. No matter how you felt, you always managed to be there, period. And please God, we should ever reach this wonderful 100th birthday. So sorry we can't be there, but we're there in spirit and feeling, which is very warm. May God bless you, keep you safe and healthy, and all around you. Again, happy 100th birthday.
And just remember, everything gets better with age. I have to read this off the paper though, because I can't remember anything at 88. I'm looking forward to being 100, but I don't know, I'll never be as sharp as you. But it does mean that you're approaching perfection. Happy birthday.
Hi, Grandma. Happy 100th birthday. I'm so excited to celebrate with you on Sunday and relive all of the incredible memories that you've had throughout your life. I just wanted to share some quick memories that we've had together. One of the oldest memories I have at your house in Woodmere is looking with you at all of your little perfume bottles that you have on the mantle in your hallway, and kind of looking very intricately at each one and discussing, you know, the differences in the shape and size and color and maybe what scent was in it. And I would just always loved those little perfume bottles. And I think that's one of my oldest memories that I have in your house. And I love that they're still there every time I come. So that's definitely something that warms my heart whenever I come over to your house. A lot of memories in that house. Recently, there's a memory of we got you a record player for a recent birthday, and I remember setting that up with you in your living room and then, you know, getting to watch you listen to some records that you love for the first time in a long time, and that was just a really beautiful moment, and I'm happy we could bring some more life back into that room. Again, you know, we did some more interior decorating, as you're always renovating that house, which I love, and we picked out some furniture together and some new fabrics for the couch and the chair and the chaise, and it looks great. So I definitely think that we have a good eye together. But yeah, I love doing little things like that with you. Some things I've taken down from you, the bug for crosswords. I do the mini every day. It's definitely something that keeps me going, and you know, I definitely got that passed down from you, so thank you for that. It's keeping me sharp. I don't think I'll ever be as sharp as you with the crossword, but a girl can dream, so maybe one day. But yeah, I mean, we definitely have a special bond. I am your only granddaughter, so I feel very grateful to, you know, have that connection with you and be able to, you know, take in things that you may not need anymore or may not want. You know, I'm happy to take all of it. It's been great, you know, getting to share clothing and jewelry, and kind of have a piece of you in my closet. Or when I go to work, people are like, oh, where are those pants from? And no one ever believes me when I say my grandma, but I have a hip grandma. So yeah, it's definitely some big shoes to fill being the only granddaughter. But you do have some pretty tiny feet, so maybe it's not too bad. But I love you dearly, and I wanted to just wish you the most amazing birthday, and I can't wait to celebrate. Love you, Grandma.
Dearest Phyllis, on the night that I married your son, my grandmother, Nana, came to me and said, "Dearest, the most important lesson I have to give to you for your happy marriage is to make sure to always get along with your mother-in-law." And I took that message and that bit of advice to heart. And for more than 30 years, or more than 35 years, you have been my adoring mother-in-law. You have never criticized. You have never told me how to parent, what to feed my children, how to discipline them. You've just been loving and kind and supportive. And we've been through lots of good times and not so good times together. And you've been steadfast and absolutely wonderful. And I cannot tell you how much it does not surprise me that your birthday falls on Coronation Weekend, because if anyone should be wearing the crown, it's you. Happy, happy 100th birthday. We love you to the moon and back, and absolutely wish that you can live to at least 120.
Hi, Phyllis. Congratulations on this wonderful occasion of your birthday. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have lived long enough to see us grow and mature into old ladies, mature women. I want to take this moment to thank you for your friendship and tell you that it means a great deal to me. For all the dinners, the shows, the travel, the political discussions, the discussions about people, and talking about our grandchildren and our children all these years. And I'd like to thank you for being my friend. You are wonderful and marvelous.